Okay, so here it is, the QuickStove Cook Kit. You can see it comes in this nice sturdy stainless steel pot that has the folding handle that locks the lid down. So it becomes a nice container that is really a nice size for a bug out bag or for a car kit, a 72-hour kit. You know, it's still lightweight and compact. So that's great. And the handle is nice and big. So we really spent a lot of time choosing this stainless steel pot. It has some cool advantages. The lid can be used as a plate, so it's multi-use. And then you can also turn this upside down and create a double boiler. So you put some water in the bottom, and what I've done is I've actually poached trout up in the top of this, and I'll show you a quick clip of that. Really works out great. So the pot has some great versatility. I really like this pot a lot. Let me show you the stove. Now the stove has versatility as well. When we originally built the cube stove, we were trying to create a stove that would use the QuickStove fuel and Firestarter discs as a standalone fuel. Well, we did that, and it works great that way, but we thought it would be even better if it had some versatility. So what we've done is we've added this accessory plate in the bottom, which you can either have in the bottom, so that blocks the air off and makes the fuel and Firestarter discs work really well, or you can take this plate out and you can see it's very well ventilated in the bottom, and that makes it work very well with just twigs and sticks. You can see I've got some wood over here, you know, that I'm going to use for testing this out. But you can just use twigs and sticks and whatever you can find that'll burn, and you're cooking. So it's really a great setup. And then this accessory plate you can put down underneath it to shield the ground, to protect it, so that you have that no trace ethic in mind as well. Now this plate can also be put in this upper position so that you can use solid fuel tablets. And that puts them at just the right height to really work well as a fuel for you. And you can use the Trangia alcohol stove. You can use a sterno can. You know, you really have a lot of options. And you can also use charcoal briquettes. Now I'd probably use charcoal briquettes with that plate removed and allow the air to come up through, and they would burn a little bit better that way. But charcoal briquettes are a great fuel as well. Oh, and with the charcoal briquettes, once they get going and you have these nice coals going, you can lower the tops down, and then this becomes a portable grill where you can just put your meats right on top of the cube stove. When we were making the cube stove, we really wanted something to be small enough that it would be compact and portable, yet large enough that it would work with, you know, big sturdy cookware like this cast iron pot. You can see that's nice and sturdy and stable. And so you know, we've kind of tried to strike a perfect balance with the cube stove. Now, like I said, the emergency fuel and Firestarter discs from QuickStove can be used as a standalone fuel, which in that situation I would suggest breaking it probably into fourths or into thirds, some, you know, pretty big chunks, or it can be used as a Firestarter. And that's what I'm going to do today. I would recommend just breaking off a really small piece. These Firestarters are made out of red cedar and food grade wax, and so they're non-toxic. The cedar makes them last forever, and they light easily, and they never flare up. So they're very safe to use. Let me get a match out here. I'll go ahead and light up this Firestarter disc, and that's going. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put some wood in here. You can see the cube stove's real easy to feed. It has these openings right underneath the pot, so you don't need to lift the pot up to add more wood in. And what's really nice about a wood fire is after we've had this flame going and we've reached our temperature, like this is we're starting to form some bubbles, so this will be boiling here pretty soon. But once it's boiling, I'll stop adding sticks to it, and I'll just let it simmer just with the hot coals. We'll put out enough heat that this will simmer really nicely. Okay, we've got a full boil here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. And breakfast is served.